The main stage of AccessFest in front of glass pavilions at David Pico Square in Toronto. Gathering and visiting info tables, people from a range of ages, ethnicities, genders, and disabilities. Audiences enjoy captioned ASL performances and guest speakers with ASL interpretation. Taking time to socialize, meet a happy fluffy dog, and to watch a panel event. GADIM at AccessFest Toronto 2025. AccessFest by Access Now. A rainbow assortment of bubbles burst onto the screen. Fade to black. Text. How can we improve disability representation? Photo of Mayan Ziv, activist and founder of Access Now. She is a white woman in her 30s with shoulder-length brown hair, sitting in a power wheelchair. She wears an AccessFest hoodie and ball cap.
In my journey as being the founder of Access Now, I have been on many stages around the world. I've spoken at festivals and conferences and all kinds of spaces, and sometimes the theme is accessibility. And in that case, those conversations, I'm finding I'm usually speaking to people who already care about accessibility. And other times, accessibility is a very small part of a very big event. And so neither of those felt right to me. I wanted to experience a space where accessibility could be celebrated in all of its power, and also to really give it the credit it deserves. I think that accessibility deserves the main stage, and so today and what we're doing with AccessFest is really about celebrating and activating for accessibility and inclusion.
Courtney Gilmore, stand-up comedian, a 40-year-old white woman in a black blouse and slacks. She has long, dark hair and is missing both of her hands. Rainbow bubbles by her photo.
I think that as a comedian, I have an amazing advantage or opportunity to be able to present disability in a lighthearted way, in a good-spirited way. I'm able to sort of be an advocate through my jokes by sharing my lived experience, and also, sharing and illuminating what life as a disabled person is to able-bodied audiences. A lot of my audiences are able-bodied, and they get like a little sneak peek of who I am and how I live my day-to-day life. And I think for the most part, they're pretty surprised to hear the kind of experiences that I go through, the funny encounters I have, the enraging encounters I have, and they see themselves a little bit in some of the jokes that I write. And so to me, using comedy to advocate for disability is like a perfect vehicle for me.
Matt Maxey, ASL performer and hip-hop artist, is a black man with brown skin and Coachella ball cap. His sweatshirt reads, "Everybody ain't gonna like you." He sometimes signs as he speaks.
I always like to think I'm a teacher at heart, and with being a teacher, I also had a strong sense of right and wrong, but also understanding the gray area. Let me take myself out of my shoes, put myself in yours, because I've experienced both sides of the fence, and how can I help people meet in the middle? It's not so much about me being right and you being wrong, it's about us being on the same page. So that came with the more I advocated, the more, I'm getting mad at people, but they don't even know. They don't know what they don't know. So instead of me coming in, breaking your spirit, like, you didn't do all of this, well, I don't even want to talk to you anymore. Like, no, we want to talk to you. Let me make it fun for you. Let me make it good. Let me make you open to it. And then when we can have a conversation about what to do better, it can work out organically instead of me
Eyes wide, pounds one hand with a fist.
beating you down about it.
A big smile. Andrew Gerza, disability awareness consultant, is a white man with short brown hair and a power wheelchair, wearing a bright orange shirt and matching sneakers. Rainbow bubbles pop up.
I do what I do as an author and a disability awareness consultant because I still think that in the vein that I'm talking about around sexuality and disability, nobody really is talking about that. So I do it to raise awareness. I do it to remind communities that talk about inclusion that we deserve to be included too, and to just bring disability into the forefront in a way that I don't think many others do. I don't have to. I can tell you, I don't want to educate you today. Thank you so much. I don't want to do this. But I feel like the opportunity, for me anyway, is too great to pass up. So if I can change your worldview with a conversation, with a laugh, with a joke, make you think about something differently, using my disability, I'm going to do that before anything else. Because if I can build that bridge with you, then we're so much closer to the accessibility we're striving for.
Spencer West, disability advocate, is a white man without legs in a manual wheelchair. He wears a jacket and hoodie over an AccessFest t-shirt. He has a salt and pepper beard and glasses.
I want to use my platform on social media to talk about the intersectionality of being queer and disabled and all of the lovely things that come along with that, but all of the barriers and challenging things that come along with that, in hopes to give people an idea of what that looks like and how they can help support folks like me everywhere.
Taylor Lindsay Knoll, disability rights activist, is a 31-year-old black woman. She sits in her power chair, legs crossed. Her ombre hair falls past her shoulders in waves.
We are so varied, which is amazing. It's a spectrum of disabilities, it's a spectrum of abilities within that, and I think that it's really important to show that we are all individual people who happen to be a part of a community, but we are all special in our own ways. Although it is difficult, it doesn't mean that you can't live a very full life. I have lived my life as someone who is able-bodied and now someone who is disabled, and I'm genuinely very happy in my life, and I'm so grateful to be able to continue to do the work that I do and to be able to have life experiences and just live a really happy life.
She nods and smiles. Fade to black. Text. Together, we are changing the stereotypical narrative around disability. Find out more at propsnomore.org, words in white and bright purple letters. Animated logo, a megaphone blasting the words, "Props No More." Disabled creators tearing down barriers.